welcome to High Voltage. My name is Mavis, and of course, uh, this is the newspaper reviews and analysis. You can join us live on YouTube this morning at High Voltage News. You can also follow us on Facebook at Volt 1043 FM. Also, you can call live into the studio this morning to join me while we analyze and review the headlines this morning, checking out all the top stories that made major news in the country this morning. And of course, giving you an update on stories that came out during the weekends as well. And of course, all of this are all intertwined. They are all developing stories running into each other, so we'll try to make sense of them this morning. Call 0706 048 5853. You can also call 0915 570 8347. Before we get into all of the juicy details, let's quickly take you to the papers. Let's start with the Daily Post this morning. Atiku is envious of Tinubu's position as president, says the presidency. Coming out from the presidency this morning. Rivers crisis continues to stay on the front lines. Fubara says, God allowed crisis, I am not weak, as he speaks on Face Off with Wike. All right. NAF neutralizes core of bandits in Zamfara and Kebbi states. All right. You might want to brace yourselves because there's a lot of bad stories coming out from the north this morning as the Lukarawas have become bolder and more audacious within 1 week that they have made the announcement that they were present in the north and in the country. You might want to stick around to find out on what's going on. Back in Edo State, why we didn't invite Governor Obaseki to Obebolo's inauguration. And of course, he seems to be at large as Obaseki, also in the news, says that Obebolo has escaped and his whereabouts unknown, which is the excuse as to why he wasn't being invited to the inauguration. And that's the much we can take on the Daily Post this morning. Let's quickly rush to the Punch newspaper and see what we can find. State's debit hit 11.4 trillion naira as federal allocations rise. All right, that's what's going on. We hope that with the rise of the allocations, we hope that at least the minimum wage will be implemented, because it is so sad that after all of this time, the minimum wage has not been implemented, despite the very terrible condition of the Nigerian people. That minimum wage of 70,000 naira and the corresponding responses from states in Nigeria, some promising to pay higher, some promising to add a little more to it. It turns out that nobody has paid this minimum wage, and it is sad to see. We hope that with the allocation rise, we hope that it will reflect on the people for once. Troops launch manhunt as Lukarawa intensifies killing in Sokoto and Kebbi states. I've told you that before. But of course, in our investigated stories this morning, I have a lot to share with you about the Lukarawas. Also, Ondo State Governor, okay, Ondo governorship poll, IG bans Amodekun amongst other 15,500 ad hoc staff deployed. If this is good news, we will find out. But this is it. Petrol landing costs drops to 971 per liter. Is this good? I don't know, but you can share your views with me as you find them at these headlines. Let's also take you to the Vanguard and see what's interesting on the Vanguard. This morning, Rivers crisis is God's purpose for new direction, says Governor Fubara of Rivers State. Okay, some judges give judiciary bad name, says the CJN. This is important to note because Justice Kekere Edun was spotted last night at a dinner organized by Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State. And from what we know, A person of her office is not supposed to be found at such gatherings, and the speculations on social media hints at our judiciary being in the bag, as the young people would say in this age and time. They said our judiciary seems to be in the bag. Do you think so? If the Chief Justice of the Federation is spotted at dinner parties hosted by state governors in the state with affiliations to the ruling class, this this is something that we should worry about. Well, share your thoughts and views with me this morning. Let's talk about some of these behaviors. Is the Chief Justice of the Federation supposed to be spotted at social events, especially with people who are currently in power and wielding it and might need the judiciary in the future? From what we have noticed from this particular administration and her relationship with our judiciary, this is in very bad taste. I don't know what it means, but this conversation is open for for review. It is open for analysis. Remember to keep your comments clean, simple, and civil so that we do not break any rules while we're trying to figure out what's happening in our country and trying to see if we can find solutions to them. It's a bad place that the country generally is at, and the behavior of our political class, it continues to become to be worrisome by the day. And of course, I have to tell you that the president is currently not in the country, as he has jetted off to Saudi Arabia, where he has been invited to come and mediate and of course to influence a ceasefire in Saudi Arabia and the Middle East and her crisis. And it's fantastic. It's all of the presidential duties. But did you know that the Lukarawas have been on social media trying to recruit the youths of the North to join them? Like there is a headline dedicated to the Lukarawas on Saturday, where it came out that there was a social media campaign where the Lukarawas were trying to recruit young people in the north to join them, and everywhere is quiet. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Mavis.
I greet you. How are you?
I'm fine, my dear.
You're welcome.
Okay. Quickly, I just want to react to the issue of a Lukarawa.
That's right.
Okay, I think I got that correct.
Yes, the Lukarawas.
Yeah, Lukarawa. This is that level.
I know. It took me a while. It took me a while to pin it down too.
You see the problem in Nigeria. I don't know. People are responsible in managing our borders. I think it is the responsibility of immigration.
Mm-hmm.
To manage our borders.
Mm-hmm.
Why is this influx of terrorists from the Sahel?
I don't
So
know.
they said that they have created a platform for recruitment. This is unbelievable, my dear. This is unbelievable.
It
I
is.
don't know this can happen in other advanced economies. I think you're with me.
I'm with you.
I don't see how this is possible in other advanced democracies in the world.
Mm.
How do these people get into Nigeria? And we have people that are manning our borders. It's a sabotage. This is quite advantage because people they know people are benefiting from this insecurity of a thing.
What benefit could anybody get from having lives and properties ruined
I can assure you,
and taken? Did you know that? Did you know that
they negotiate with terrorists? Don't you know that they negotiate with terrorists and they pay ransom?
We're paying them ransom? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. We're paying ransom. The federal government, yes, federal government paying ransom to terrorists. It's happened here in this country. Yes.
So it's obvious that people are benefiting directly or indirectly from the insecurity. And that's to say that our government are culpable in this issue. Because I don't see the reason why we have our security men all over there at the borders, and you tell me that
Hello. All right, I think something happened with your network there. Please do well to call back. Thank you very much. The numbers to call 0706 You can also call 0915 570 8347 to be a part of this conversation. You know, these headlines are not, they are not good for our international influence, since nobody cares about how this is affecting us as a people here. Good morning to you. All right, sorry about that, but do well to keep the calls coming in. Good morning to you. Okay, everyone seems to be struggling this morning, but please try the alternative lines just in case you can't reach the first one. 0915 570 8347. Good morning to you. All right, apologies. All right, let's get to our investigated stories. I have a bunch of gist for you this morning. CJN Kekere Ekun, barred from entering the US over questionable character, says few judges are giving the judiciary a bad name. And of course, in the same language, she has been spotted at a dinner party organized by the Lagos state government, and this has caused a ruckus on the social space with people trying to make sense of why she would do that considering her position, and people are asking what this behavior means for our judiciary going forward. This friendliness with the political class, is it in our advantage? What does that do for us? What does that do for our politics? Because it seems there is a very cordial relationship between our INEC, our judiciary, and our political class, and that is not, in my observation, the best for the country. Good morning.
Good morning once again, maybe.
You're welcome, sir. Please, your name and location so that our
Okay,
listeners,
first of all,
yes.
my name is Amos Chuku.
Welcome.
I'm reaching you from Izago, initially local government area of Ebonyi State.
You're welcome.
You know, earlier before I was talking about the people benefiting from this security. And in summary, let me tell you, my dear,
Yes.
the way things are going in Nigeria, people are benefiting actually from this security. Yes, that is why the thing continues to flourish in Nigeria. Away from that, let me quickly talk about, Atiku Abubakar, based on his criticism against the incumbent president. The problem with Nigeria is that our leaders, our so-called leaders, they don't know that constructive criticism is an important tool for personal improvement. I think you heard me very well.
I'm with you. I'm here.
Okay. So criticism is an important tool for personal improvement. And for the Mr. President and the co-travelers, let them adhere to what Atiku Abubakar is saying, because despite that, I don't want to go into the personal life of Atiku Abubakar. But the point is that what he said is germane, because Mr. President backed on too much reforms at the same time. It is becoming very bottom against the government. That is why you see the hyperinflation and the economic crisis in Nigeria today. Because the Mr. President backed on many programs or reforms, policies at the same time, very healthy enough without planning it very well. Because it says that failure to plan, the plan to fail. Atiku Abubakar is a Nigerian. He has his own personal view. So I concur with him on what he said against the Mr. President. And it's a high time that Mr. President and his co-traveler should do something that will reduce the suffering of Nigerians. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you so much, Amos. What I'm trying to wrap my head around is if we're not allowed to complain about the functions of this particular government, because it seems it's a big conundrum if you are displeased with the way things are going. So I would wonder if the political class are quite aware of the results of their behavior in the past 1 year and some serious months, going on 2 years now. If they understand the level of deterioration that the country has experienced at this point, it seems they are in oblivion of it. And speaking of our security forces, it doesn't seem like any other person is interested. But I will tell you this morning that the military have raised alarm as terrorists launch online recruitment. I don't know if these people understand the level of some of these stories that come out of our country, but this is an embarrassing headline. A new terrorist group that have managed to take over the biggest military camp, a military base, training camp in Nigeria, in Niger State, that has managed to run out 5 communities in the north out of their communities like it's empty. These 5 communities are currently empty, and this is just in 2 weeks that these people have made their presence known in this country. And now they have launched an online recruitment for the young people in the north. And there is absolute silence in the system. One wonders why it is so. Why does it have to be so? Why has the president gone to Saudi Arabia to mediate in the crisis going on there and has made no statements?
Maybe it's good morning.
Good morning to you, my friend.
Yeah,
How are you today?
fine. You said the president went to Saudi Arabia
Mm-hmm.
to mediate on crisis,
To influence a ceasefire. Ceasefire.
to employ ceasefire.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he has the mechanism for that.
Apparently.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and he can use that to his own content. Where
I wonder.
a new insurgence has sprung up. The old one is even in existence. New ones are even coming up, and you are going to mediate on other people's own. How do you get to this level now? You don't. I think they say you don't give what what you don't have.
But that theory has been defied around here. We don't have electricity, but we managed to give some countries 24 hours.
No, in that aspect, we are collecting money from them. Maybe Nigerians are not paying now.
Okay, maybe,
Do
perhaps.
you pay?
My dear, it should be free, I
For
guess.
me, I don't pay. I don't know.
See,
I know
doesn't
people I
pay.
know that don't. I know that many people don't pay.
Really?
So, are you paying?
I pay. I pay.
You pay. You have patriotism.
But it seems I don't pay because apparently nothing we do here is counts. I don't know.
What I mean that you don't pay is
Mm.
they say that they are subsidizing for us.
Mm-hmm.
So the money I'm paying is not.
It's practically useless. I think I catch your drift.
I'm not paying. See, and those people are the ones who are paying because they are up to date and
Okay.
they pay. See, this thing should stop.
Which
They
one?
should stop all.
Which
They should
one?
stop all these things.
Okay.
He's talking about patriotism. You are traveling. You are asking people not to Japan. Why you yourself? You are vandalizing all over the world.
Oh, those are referred to as official duties. He has to do these things.
Okay, the other ones that people travel are for jamboree now. It's not official. It's upsides when if I want to go out now, if I inform the other person, yeah, I've made make it official.
Mm.
That is official. So if I want to travel now, I will tell my people I'm going, and it has become official.
Mm.
What other official do we need to 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 ratify our traveling?
Well, I don't know, but the federal government asking and begging Nigerian youths to stay here is in almost a mock state because why would they stay? I don't know why that is.
No electricity, nothing. And you're asking people to stay and do what? Do you provide any job for them? There is no job. Hello.
I'm with you. There are no jobs.
No
It's
job.
clear
If
there are
you
no
have
jobs.
opportunity to go out.
Do you know who is hiring?
Well, once you know you
Okay, I'm okay, hoping that if you cannot get through, do well to send an SMS. And of course, we're live on YouTube. Okay, so you can, of course, call in or join us live on YouTube. It's High Voltage News on YouTube so that you can be a part.
Good morning, Melvin.
Good morning to you.
This is Charles Amafi.
You're welcome, Charles.
Talking about Lakarawas or what they call them.
The Lukarawas.
Lakarawa.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, we people are not engaged. They would look for something to engage in. That is just it. If somebody is not engaged, they will look for something to engage himself.
How do you mean? How do you mean that?
Like if there are no jobs
Mm.
and somebody is recruiting online, and you have nothing you are doing, and the person maybe shows you giving you like 100K every month or 200K. 200K is even too much. You know, I know that hunger can make you do anything. See, a hungry man is a dangerous man.
Charles, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What makes them think that it's okay to advertise themselves on social media? I mean, at least back in the day, these people operated in secret. You know, it was a secret, it was, well carved out or whatever. But why do you think that they are not afraid of being caught or being found or being stopped, that they are recruiting online? It made headlines. They're recruiting online, offering young people things to join them to become abusers and harassers and murderers. Why do you think that is?
It's very easy because one, like I told you something, Nigeria is under police, Nigeria is under man.
Okay.
Yet there are so many borders. He comes out openly, he tells his men, they call them unknown government whatsoever. He tells people to sit at home. The reason is because Nigeria is under police. If we have sufficient policemen, it can't happen. You know, there are some countries you go to, you see one policeman to 50 people.
But wait a minute, we have a bunch of security forces. Are you saying that combined, the Air Force, the Marines, all of these people combined cannot protect us? Is this what we are trying to say? And even if they are not, we have a system that spent 5 billion naira over the weekend renovating the vice president's other lodge in Lagos. Did you know?
So listen, what I'm saying,
I'm confused.
I'm trying to be practical here.
Okay.
And then we are under police and we are under man. We know Peter Obi during his last election, I think we say the same thing. Even the people in the prison know that we are under police. If you go to advanced, I don't want to start comparing us to advanced country. When you go to US, you see LAPD, you see NYPD, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
If you see their budgets for police, for that police, I'm not talking about military.
Yes, I understand you completely.
If you see the cars that move every 5 minutes, the car will move with 2 policemen. See the sheriffs moving. You get, like, if you place the car on the road now, if it's United States, every 5 minutes you see 2 or 3 police cars move past on the road.
I know a bunch of people in foreign military. It's serious business over there. The countries are serious, yes.
It's not, okay, what are the governors doing that security for? If you ask them how much, if you know how much they give them every month as security,
oh, we have an idea. We have an idea how much money comes in. We have an idea.
So we're not taking security seriously. So people will now come in from anywhere. Do you know how many terrorist organizations we have in Nigeria?
Very bold. Very bold, walking about their business like nothing happens. You lifting hundreds of people, no interferences from any security force. It's scary. Why is everybody quiet?
Are you not sure, Melvin, when we had about adopted girls, people girls, the people that move them from the road.
I heard for hours. For hours.
Nobody stopped them.
Yeah.
This is because the roads are under police. The roads are under man.
Not the roads in the east. I don't know if you're aware. The roads in the east are saturated with army and the police and the road safety. In fact, the road safety is asking for arms. Did you know that the road safety, they are asking for arms?
No, that the places you see policemen are the express roads, in Port Harcourt, Okiguru, Were. Those are the ones you see policemen. There are other rural roads. I don't know what I get it.
So why are they all on the federal roads then, if that is not supposed to be their jurisdiction? At least that much of them. Why are they not? Because
that's where the big men pass. So they are there to protect the rich people. Those are the methods where the rich people pass.
Wow.
If you come through axis now, you know what happens in those that will be through axis.
But these rich men, don't they have villages? Are they not members of our community?
Nothing that take place in those places. You know. So there was a time the Methodist priest was enough around Lobanta. He paid 100 million Methodist priest. So the main thing is that those rural areas, those short roads, you know, not the major roads. The roads are well police. Then if you go to the north, it is very hot. You know, in the northern part of the country, roads they have large expanse of land. Like that state alone, bigger than the entire south. Are you aware?
I am aware.
Like that state alone. So it is. I mean, we need for the maintenance government does the security. If we get security and light, security and power, things will improve in this country. Let me not take much of your time. Good morning.
Good morning to you too, Charles. Do have a great day ahead of you. This is High Voltage. Please join us on YouTube, like, subscribe, and share. And you'll be doing us a very big one. Good morning to you.
Hello, Auntie Maggie. Good morning.
Good morning to you, my dear. How are you?
I'm fine. This is Uncle Roma.
Welcome.
Like some callers say, you cannot give what you don't have.
Yeah.
Our father went out to go and settle issue in another country. And his house is on fire. How will you leave your house and went to another person's house to arrange the person's house when your own is not arranged?
It's
very bad.
It's unbelievable.
It's very bad. Every day we'll be hearing bad news. Fake. And I can't call it fake information because it's not
fake information. These are our national headlines. Like if you were anywhere else in the world and you type Nigerian news today, these are the things that will come out. So it's not fake news. It's our reality.
The police, the forces they are among of these people that are doing this. You and police officer will be doing. They will tell you cannot do anything. They can kill you and nothing will happen. The corral with these people, they will be on the road, and that road they will be on fire. If you call a police officer, they will move up. They will drive their car and go away. The corral with those people, these things that are happening, governors and presidents, they knows about. They cannot tell that they don't know about it. They know. And they are trusting them. For our prayer in this Nigeria and in Southeast, God, our God, will protect us. Because they are not doing what they promised us they are going to do over there. This is my take, ma.
Thank you so much, Urama. Thank you. Thank you also for that ray of hope and sunshine that you brought into this conversation, and for saying a little prayer for our country, because we will need it. And speaking of prayers, the wife of the president, Senator Remi Tinubu, has refuted her claims for National Prayer Day. The outcry obviously yielded some kind of result. Good morning to you. You're welcome.
How was your weekend?
Fantastic. How was yours?
Thank you. This is Emmanuel calling from Uguachi.
Hey, welcome, Emmanuel.
I want to comment on new terrorist group called Arawas.
Lukarawas.
Yes. Where are we heading? Where is Nigeria heading?
I have no
We
idea.
haven't finished Boko Haram, PSM, and now another one is gearing up. Where is Nigeria heading into? Where are we heading into? And what I read last weekend, I read that this new terrorist group are raiding this youth with 1 million naira.
Oh yes, the incentives are unbelievable.
I'm telling you, that's
Yeah.
what I read on Friday.
The incentives are unbelievable.
Yes, they are raiding youth with 1 million naira to join them. Where are we heading? Where is Nigeria heading? So, what? Say that this new terrorist group won't escalate to the extent of Boko Haram. I'm not telling you.
If they have started making online recruitments, they have already taken over a military base in Niger State, the biggest in the country. They have already run out 5 communities from their communities. What other moves do they need to make to announce their presence here?
I'm telling you. And
Hey.
our president is getting out of the country.
Mm-hmm.
So in another country situation, while our own is punished. I don't know. I don't know where Nigeria is heading into. I must tell you, I don't know. I can't tell. I don't know where we are heading into.
Mm.
We have to
It's
meditate
sad.
for another country.
It's sad.
But your own is gearing up.
Mm-hmm.
Your own is going on. There's no peace in your own state. Honestly, I beg, this kind of situation, I can't tell what is going on in Nigeria.
I hear you. I hear you, Emmanuel. I hear you.
Have a better day.
You too. Try to have a good day too. These thoughts are bound to make a person not have a great day. So I'm asking you to try to have a great day. But you need to know what's happening. You need to be aware of your environment. These are real situations that we're dealing with. Let me give you a little more details on the president's trip. This is uh, a trip to Saudi Arabia for the Joint Arab Islamic Summit. With a retinue of officials, including the National Security Advisor, Nuhu Ribadu, and others will be a part of the president's entourage to the Middle East, where he has been called to intervene and call for a ceasefire from Iran and other countries. And of course, the presidency has not made any comments or any remarks as regarding the emergence of the Lukarawas and their activities in Kebbi State and in Sokoto, and of course in Niger State, where they have caused a bunch of mayhem, and everywhere is silent. Only the military has cried out that these people are gaining momentum. You will think that the governors will begin to rally around at this point to try to see what they can do to protect the lives and properties of Nigerians. We have not seen one move they made, and it is sad to see. Also, I wanted to tell you that to encourage our security forces, the Nigerian government is to supply subsidized rice to police personnel and authorities to comply a list of interested persons. So the Nigerian government, in the bid to encourage our security forces, are going to sell them subsidized rice, right? And of course, the authorities are to compile a list of interested officers and security agents who will be interested in purchasing this subsidized rice. What a beautiful innovation for our security agents. This rice is going to solve all of their problems moving forward. Also, Donald Trump is in focus with his policies. He hasn't even been in office a day, and his policies have already started shaking up everywhere. Just yesterday, Donald Trump released a statement that he will put a war on drug and its lords in America. He says that he would fight them with everything that he's got. And of course, he has begun to call for ideas and for security agents to gather to begin to define means how to address this particular issue on drugs and its effects on America. If you know anything about Americans and their war with drugs, you will understand what it is that President-elect Donald Trump is trying to do for the Americans. And for some reason, Mahmoud Yakubu has dropped a statement just 14 hours ago where he says that they were not aware of Bola Tinubu's drug-related forfeitures of 460,000 US dollars before 2023 election coming from the INEC chairman. Who knows what's going on? Good morning to you.
Maybe it's a call back.
All right, welcome back.
Okay. In fact, what I want to say is that it seems as if the problem with Nigeria is endless. Because without sounding very pessimistic,
Okay.
look at Mr. President. You know, we do say that it is likened to somebody that his fire is his house is burning and he's busy chasing a rat. Okay, Mr. President has traveled out of the country to effect a ceasefire in other countries that are facing the challenges of war.
Yeah.
And here you have terrorists, strategizing to the extent of they have opened a recruitment portal for the young people at the north there.
Yeah.
So this is quite worrisome. This is as if those that are leading us have a...
But why do you think that the governors in the north are not worried and agitated by this development? Why do you think?
That's my point here. It seems as if those governors, both the ex-president and the current president, they have a different home aside Nigeria. If something happens to Nigeria today, they have somewhere to go and live.
You think?
That is the body language. Because I don't see the reason why our president and those are the executives should be traveling out of the country. Why we have a security challenge here in Nigeria, and they are traveling out to settle other countries that are in war. So it seems as if they have a different place to live aside Nigeria. That's the point here. Thank you, my dear.
Thank you for calling back again, Amos Chuku. You have raised quite a point, the body language of the political class here. When certain things happen, you would wonder if all of us are living in the same country and if the love we have for this country is in any way in par with what is said and what is done. You would expect that the northern governors would have sprung into action at this point. Good morning.
Good morning. Mavis, people on my call back.
Oh, welcome back, my dear.
Like the question you asked to Mr. The last caller. Sorry.
Yes, Amos.
You know one thing?
Tell
I
me.
told you they are support of this thing, and they know that whatever that happens, it will not affect them. It only affects the poor masses. Let me use the ex-president as example. Before he entered the power,
Yeah.
he shows us that if he gets the power, that he's going to stop the Boko Haram and everything in the time of good luck.
That's right.
That was the promise that he gave to us.
That's right.
And I was asking myself, he had this power to stop this. Why can't you do it even if you're not the president?
Oh, wow. That's a very good one. That's a really, really good one.
And he just wants us to give you the power. He wants to get the power before you do what you need to do in the lifetime.
Mm.
It's very bad. It's very bad that this our governor, our president, and everything, they are busy fighting Nnamdi Kanu, who did not do anything. They are busy fighting the poor masses, who did not do anything. The information that I got about the 1 million, I said, well, Auntie Mavis, you know, this life, an angry man is an angry man. And whenever you're angry, whenever you're hungry, you can do anything. We are human. And people know all about now buying a vein. You don't have something to eat, and you see opportunity to eat that food. And Mavis, let me use my for example. Sorry to say this. I can do it to survive. Look at all everywhere. I went to market with 20,000 naira just to buy something for yesterday for Sunday's food. You know, I did not come back with a dime.
I am right there with you. I understand.
Our 1,000 naira cannot even buy anything for us.
It's embarrassing.
It's very, very bad.
It's embarrassing.
And you see, those youths over there that are very hungry, and they see opportunity of 1 million. They thought it's just a heaven for them. That is opportunity for them. If there is a work, is employment and everything, whatever we need, they will give it to us. Look at outside. Look at America. You are a citizen there. You know you'll be okay. Then we need the citizens of Nigeria. I understand him. Every month I'll be paying 10,000 naira for electricity. I will not in that electricity, I will not use it very well. They will not give me that electricity that 10,000 naira. It's very, very bad. Our roads are bad. With your money, you cannot even eat better food. If you struggle to get the money, you struggle to eat it, which is very bad. That is not what my mom and my parents told me. Actually, get half of Patego, you took Nando, but this Nigeria have turned us to where we did not want to go. But I believe God will take control. This is my take, man.
Thank you, Guru. Thank you so much for calling into the show. It's refreshing to hear Nigerian women, especially Igbo women, become very interested. We want to hear how you feel because amongst so many people that these affects, Nigerian women are a big receiver of bad governance. You know, bad governance affects women more than most people in a society. Good morning to you.
It's Mr. Emmanuel Akoba.
Okay, welcome back, Emmanuel.
Please, I want to comment about the U.S. election. I went last week or maybe last week.
I'm with you. Carry on.
Can Nigeria learn something from that election? Can Yakubu do something from it? Electronic transmission of results. You see how everything went well smoothly. Nothing like network issue. This one hanged. This one didn't go. They were trying to RF. Just in Nigeria, it's another different story. But look at the U.S. election. I think they went there. I see how everything went well. They observe everything there. Can they learn something from it? Can they learn something from it? Can they learn something in the electoral process of the U.S.? Everything went well. And the result was transmitted, not coalition of everything went well. Can Nigeria learn something from? Can we learn something out of that election? That is a question to Mahmoud Yakub. Can we learn something out of it?
Is there any particular lesson that you expect that he would have learned?
You said what?
Is there any particular lesson that you would have expected that he would have learned from the U.S. election?
the particular lesson I expected Nigeria to learn is immediate transmission of results. Immediate transmission of results. Electronic transmission of results, not manual collection. That's the lesson I want Nigeria to learn from this. Electronic transmission of results. Immediately. See how the voting went. Immediately everything was that the thing was declared. Huh? But I don't know. That is what the lesson I learned. Can Nigeria learn something from? Can we learn something from the US? Mahmoud Yakub learn something from it. Thank you, man.
God bless you too, Emmanuel, for calling back into the show. Thank you so much, everyone who's called the program. All right, I will have to give you just 1 minute if you are lucky to make it real quickly. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and location, please. You have 1 minute. Hello. All right. Sorry, I have to let you go because we do not have more time. This program comes to you weekdays, 9 a.m. till 10. Newspaper reviews, topical reviews of issues affecting the people, the nation, as a group and as an entity. Thank you so much for always being here. I am of the opinion that problems, which of course is usually seems like it's political, exists out of the political realms. I think that as a people, we have some social problem, cultural problems, psychological problems that if we become interested in fixing some of those, we might just be able to raise leaders who will have the perspective and enough love in them to care for our dear nation and act accordingly. So far, so good. We cannot separate ourselves from the behavior we see from our ruling class, from our political leaders. We cannot separate from what we are seeing on the streets, for the reflections in the market, the retailers, the marketers, the man in the office, myself sitting down here. We cannot separate ourselves from the people who are making the policies that guide our lives, because it's still us doing them with the approval of people like us. So I don't see any supernatural interferences in our behaviors, in our characters, and those are the reasons why we have our headlines beginning to report again that due to poverty and impoverishment and hardship, young women have gone back into prostitution at a very alarming rate. We are seeing deaths, we're seeing suicide, we're seeing mental illness, and we're seeing all kinds of behaviors that are on the wrong side of things escalating by the day. That is a clear sign of a society that is losing its standing. So I hope that the people who are in charge are watching. I hope that this is not the expectation that they have for our dear country. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Meanwhile, try to be good to yourself and to the people around you. Let's try to slow this down the best we can. I'll see you again tomorrow morning. Try to be good. All right?